of the North American LCS here. I got to talk to Jensen before the game, and he said he would crush them. And I said, see Rush? And he's like, actually, no, we're going to body these fools. So Jensen is well aware of the meme, and he says that he will body.
Shot call.
Yeah, which is also what C9 Chanson played dynamic Q games with a high. But we are, of course, in a champion select. Poppy, Corki, Gangplank off the field. There's the Soraka ban, so Janna is what's left up right now. Lulu off the table for Pobelter, and we'll see what that final one ends up being. Although, interestingly, Huni said...
They attack Adrian's pool, attack, so to speak.
Yep.
Also, they could take Alistar away from Adrian right here, which is something that High plays very frequently. Wouldn't expect that to happen early. So, interesting that they first picked Nidalee so quickly. High 6-1, 0.857%. So if your round is 0.6.
Yeah.
Freak again successfully doing math on stream.
Yes. And without math, I am nothing, Jat. Maybe puns, but those are kind of weak. And here we go, the bot lane pickups. Ooh, Rush gonna bring out the Lee Sin. The Alistar, you're right about that one, Jat. Lee Sin is not contested in any way at all, with Nidalee already picked up.
Yeah, interestingly enough, the only other time he's played Lee Sin this split was game 1, week 1 against Immortals. But then he was against Rek'Sai, who was really a bit of a counter into Lee Sin.
Yeah.
But yeah, Nidalee not so much. Rush, Lee Sin can actually be very, very good against Nidalee. If you can land the first part of your Q, you can put Nidalee, who's a very squishy champion, into some very dangerous situations.
You can see both these teams a bit loath to show their solo lanes and whatnot. Lee Sin, again, uncontested at this point with Nidalee on the field, but he picks it up anyway. That leaves the Kalista up for Immortals, which makes me think about Jihn. And yes! Sneaky is the first, I believe, professionally played Jihn in League of Legends.
Yes.
I assume I'm right here, alongside this Viktor from Jensen, leaving counterpick for balls in the top lane.
Yes.
Yes, indeed.
We said it jokingly, but we were half serious, and it's happening.
And Liquid are right to ban it, we assume.
Yeah.
Sneaky has played basically nothing but Jihn for the last, like, 3 weeks straight. That's an overestimation, but here it comes out.
All right, well, assuming his room pages are the same, he's got 15 attack damage, then just flat magic resist and armor, as would be expected.
Flat AD, definitely better than attack speed Quince on Jihn.
Gone for Warlord's Bloodlust as his Keystone Mastery.
What's cool is there's actually an analyst for C9 that his job is to do math on builds for people. So we'll see what they believe the optimal Jihn build is, as Sneaky is pretty much the Jihn expert, I think, by default right now.
I wonder if they're also telling Rush to instantly cancel his Nunu ultimate, like every time he casts it, to make sure he gets some of the damage off in a multi-slow.
But we'll talk about the rest of the champion select here because we have a Lux now, the 3rd time for Pobelter. Really liking this champion. He seems to have stopped finding things that are better than Lux here. Quinn comes in the top lane for Huni, picked blind, which then means the Malphite is up for balls. We have seen this matchup so many times. It has always gone Malphite's way. But balls vs. Huni is on paper a very good matchup for Huni.
Yeah, so this is a time where Immortals feels a little bit outdrafted. So they're going to have to outplay this, I feel like, depending on the success of Jihn. But the fact that they banned Adrian out heavily, still got high on his most comfortable champion. I'd say Viktor, maybe Orianna, are Jensen's 2 best champions.
Yeah.
Ball shows a lot of success on Malphite. Rush is on his favorite champion. Like, Cloud9 has a whole bunch of comfort and good synergy. Whereas you look at Immortals, and they may be in some tough lane matchups with the Quinn into the Malphite because they got counterpicked on the backside. So credit to Lemon Nation here, giving them a fighter's chance here against Immortals.
Absolutely the case. You ask people who's going to be the team that could take down Immortals. Many did say it was Cloud9, and we'll see if these people are correct about this one as the timer runs down in Champion Select. Last remarks from the coaches given to the players, and we are here for a hell of a match here of League of Legends. Is it going to be Immortals? Is it going to be Cloud9? You guys at home are, of course, part of the vote. Tweet at @LolEsports, hashtag IMT win or hashtag C9 win. But this is the game to watch right now. Tell your friends, tell your dog, tell everyone, tune into this game. Sneaky on Jihn, hoping to assassinate the perfect record currently held by Immortals. We are in on this one. It's going to be such a great game. Here we go.
And, of course, the 4-shot Jihn. So one concern about Jihn in pro play is the fact that he kills turrets very slowly in a lane swap scenario. And Immortals has a lot of ranged champions which can also kill turrets very quickly. So if we get into any type of accelerated turret trading game, that's actually something that would be very comfortable for Immortals to do early on in the game. So their wards and Cloud9's wards should be set to try and make that happen, or if you're Cloud9, to stop that from happening, because Jihn would actually want a laning phase 2v2 right here.
And we'll see if they're going to find that one. WildTurtle and Sneaky. Auto into Q. Auto number 3. Auto number 3. Crit move speed. And Rend is roughly equal to auto attacks.
Yeah, so they were both at about 230 health after that trade. A preview of things to come. WildTurtle plays very aggressively.
Adrian finds High. 10 gold for the auto attack. High gets it back.
There we go.
So it is Warlord's Bloodlust, the keystone of choice for Sneaky. His crits will heal him for roughly 30% lifesteal, 15%, I forget the number. Oh, it scales on game time, so it's 10 to 25. And 30% attack speed, which is, I don't know the conversion rate, but is essentially more attack damage for Jihn.
Yes.
Which is awkward because he's reloading a lot of the time when that happens and can't use the attack damage.
That's unfortunate. You could use a spell.
Yeah, you can press Q and W, which do a lot of damage. I also learned...
they're looking to stop the Krugs, but Adrian and Turtle are waiting.
Stun only hits one. Exhaust on a Sneaky. They're going to flash in. Sneaky's going to get stunned. This is going to be bad. He gets hit up. Rend would kill him in a second. One more hit will do it. There's first blood. And WildTurtle at 158 gets the first kill of the game. Now on to High. One more Rend will chunk him to 1/3. And what a start by Immortals.
I mean, what a call from Adrian and WildTurtle to expect the aggression from High and Sneaky into their jungle. So they just straight up wait, knowing that Jihn will not have the mobility options to outpace a Braum and Kalista. They get the first mark on him. They fly after him to get the stun. And also just looking at the summoner spells, they know there's no exhaust to slow them down.
Right.
So it is such a smart call to wait in that brush.
And we've heard some players criticize High for his newness to the support role. And there, he hit Pulverize on only the Braum. He did not save it for when WildTurtle started pushing forward. So he was never there to stop the Kalista damage. And maybe it would have been different if he had saved the cooldown. Yeah,
if there was a time in which Sneaky could have escaped, he would have had to have High Pulverize 2 people and then potentially flash and heal away. Then he could have closed the distance. But this also just opens up the aggression window for Reignover to go in.
Look at that, yeah, pushing Rush actually right out of the jungle. Maybe naming him Hush. He's got to be quiet and go back to base right now. Reignover learning to be really aggressive. I don't know. I said something wrong and then I went with it.
Just keep going.
Yeah, I was right all along.
Yeah, this is actually how the early laning phase is supposed to go for the Quinn versus Malphite. Malphite doesn't do much early, so Huni can have a ton of early pressure, especially when Rush is spotted down on the bottom side. So Huni knows his matchups, is very confident in his Quinn. That's why they're willing to pick it with Malphite still up. It's just later in the game the Malphite can substantially outscale.
And we'll see when that comes through for the first couple of buys. Balls has already used up his entire Corrupting Potion, so he is now out of sustain. Huni's used his 1 potion, but at least has lifesteal in his items. You know, it's interesting. I almost think like Cole is slightly better in this situation because it's actually more life on hit for auto attack, and you can theoretically sustain higher.
For the Quinn?
Yeah, for Quinn specifically. If you think you actually really need to sustain, Cole is actually better in that specific regard.
Yeah.
Of course, flat health is very useful when you're dealing with later game team fights, so I can't exactly argue it.
Or even just when you're dealing with ganks. Assuming you're not getting harassed down heavily, having that extra health is super valuable.
Totally.
But it is that choice between the Cull and the Dorns, or even sometimes when we're talking about Dark Seal. Dark Seal makes your potions better.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you will take more damage. Sneaky, though, trying to pull some lane aggression. Jihn.
And right now, Jihn is ahead in minions. Of course, WildTurtle, I believe, hard pushed the wave and then recalled, so they kind of got back to lane at the same time. Adrian getting hit quite a little bit. Sneaky lands the W, lands the crit on a WildTurtle, and once again has to walk backwards during the reload, I should say. I almost said recall. Reloads goes once again in for Adrian, who's got to be careful. Exhaust gets burned, and the shield blocks the crit. And here comes Reignover. They get the kill. High picks up 1, but now, where's he going to go? His health bar doing the opposite of his name, getting lower and lower. Flashes the corner, beautifully played. And he will get out, burning his flash.
Yeah, so I mean, you could tell Sneaky and High had a lot of laning pressure, and Sneaky was definitely punishing using some of the burst damage from Jihn's kit. And it's ultimately why they were able to pick up 1 kill, but the kill distribution is still heavily favorable towards Immortals. WildTurtle was the one to pick up his 2nd kill. High got the kill on the side of Cloud9, so the gold difference between Kalista and Jihn is now at 650.
That's pretty insane. Balls, though, getting some damage on a Huni, who is inside of a minion wave, though, which makes it scary. Balls flash Q.
Flash Q.
If it's max Q, he kills him. He's got him. He's down. Balls solo kills Huni.
Great job by Balls to punish Huni's aggression. There was no jungler near, and Huni did not respect the trading damage of the Malphite. He got some point-blank ease off. He was maxing that seismic shard, so it was 170 damage follow-up when he flash Q'd. And wow, that is not something people expected to see coming into this one, is Balls with a solo kill on a Huni.
Well, the term I have for that is hubris, because Huni forced Balls to recall. He TP'd back into the lane, got some items, refilled the potion, and Huni stayed without anything but a Doran's Blade, got whittled down. But now Reignover pushing in on the Jensen, has some damage to deal. Jensen is out of mana, but meanwhile, bot lane is still fighting. Look at the headbutt. Adrian dangerously low, sneaky, gets the crit, gets the chase down, flash forced by Adrian. WildTurtle on 1v2 has to run away. 2 deaths or not, Sneaky is winning this laning phase.
So aggressive by those two. They're really trying to use their experience with Jihn to their advantage.
Oh, speaking of experience, having experience with Quinn, it might rhyme. And Reignover and Huni pushing around Rush inside his own jungle.
Yeah, Reignover now level 6. He seems to be able to get that faster than the enemy jungler in almost every game. This was prepped a long time ago, actually. Pobelter had ulted the minion wave just to clear it, and it's all about wave pressure right here so they can make the invades and back people up. Nearly getting the kill onto Rush, and Reignover's going to continue this pressure because
look at all the wards.
Deep ward.
Oh, he's gone! Ward hop not in time. Nice assassination. Reignover gets it, but now he's on the wrong side of the map. Jhin W misses, but it's an easy pulverize for Jensen to deal some damage. Reignover does not have flash. He gets stunned, and it's going to go to Jensen all said and done, but at least the assist comes through to the AD carry. Balls again doing battle, but he's going to get stunned up for this one. Nice dodge on the Q. One more auto attack will stun. No, he gets the knockup. He wants in. Huni is dangerously low. A zap comes in and gets the root in for Adrian.
Jensen super low on mana right now, so he could not follow up that Malphite ultimate, but still, these guys swinging some pretty heavy punches, and it was actually the opposite of what you would have expected to see normally, as the Luxalt comes out to interrupt a recall of all things, buying time for the bottom lane turret to push.
Sure.
So cross-map plays like crazy, but it's Reignover who does the super aggressive invade, gets a kill, but then is collapsed on instead of the other way around where Rush is getting collapsed on.
And these teams have traded close to equal. 2-minute first blood is good for Immortals, but the overall game is 3-3 right now in kills. Gold still a little bit in Immortals' favor. They're winning the farm in a lot of these spots. Nice ward hop and a kickback on a Huni. He takes a turret shot as well. He lands the point blank Q, does not guess the vault correctly, and a solo kill for Rush. But meanwhile, Reignover says hello, picks him off again, and these guys are trading kills back and forth.
These teams are so fun to watch. Remember, though, Balls has maxed his Q, so he's got a lot of move speed chasing down Nidalee.
And he's on this one. Nidalee's got to run as fast as possible. Nice combo by High. Adrian comes in right away and blocks it up with a shield. Sneaky only crits the support, does not do meaningful damage. Trap doesn't do much either. Roots him up, but here comes the re-engage. A nice Fate's Call. High level 5. Turtle. They turn it back around. Sneaky has to reload, and High is running. Turtle dangerously injured. One more hit will do it, but Sneaky gets stunned. But here comes Balls. There's the kill, and now he's got the 4th Whisper shot. Pobelter coming around though. Balls has to turn it back around. Another 1-for-1. We just keep trading kills, Jazz.
Yeah, this game is everything we wanted more, and it's not over yet. Huni in bird form, going for Jensen.
And they're gonna zap him. They're gonna do so much damage right over in the wings. That's the assassination. The javelin to secure it all. 6-5 Immortals.
No matter how fast the game becomes, it always feels like Immortals is willing to play faster. The action is nonstop, but in all of this chaos, they are up now 2,000 gold, even though being up just 1 kill.
Oof. Impressive stuff here for sure. What a great game to watch. More kills than minutes in the game. Very bloodthirsty teams, and that is fun. WildTurtle and Reignover, the key beneficiaries, 3 kills on each of them here.
Yeah, and a lot of the aggression is actually being started by Sneaky and High in the bottom lane. They're consistently engaging on WildTurtle and Adrian, despite, like we said, there being a 600 gold difference earlier on in the lane. It's actually stretched to 800 now because WildTurtle was able to pick up another kill for that kill trade.
Yeah.
But when you watch this, I mean, High's actually going in despite Turtle having 6. So they're going to have to deal with the Fate's Call and have no ultimates of their own. Yes, Adrian's level 4, but this is dangerous. Sneaky has to reload. I think goes through 1 or 2 clips in this entire fight.
That's the second clip right there.
WildTurtle healed, so the last shot didn't kill him. Then Turtle is able to close out for the kill. Sneaky, because of the stun, ends up having to burn Flash, so Turtle was going to be dead either way. It's just a matter of if Sneaky gets Flash, and the teleport comes in on the backside, is also unable to secure a kill. So not a very effective teleport from Balls.
Yeah, true that. So a bit of time lost. Only down 5 CS though, missed teleport or not. Huni's been roaming around just as much as he has. Again, kills everywhere. 1-0-0 for Balls. Huni, a couple of assists. And doing his best to make his mark on this game. Hexdrinker coming in soon to survive the Malphite matchup.
Yeah, it's interesting right there. I mean, he lost it. He lost the Malphite matchup early.
Yeah.
But that's because he didn't recall in time, and now it's reaching the stage in the game, especially once Malphite can complete that Sunfire Cave. You're going to lose it late, too.
Yes.
So really, Huni's going to have to be making roaming advantages. Or Reignover's just going to be up there doing some magic damage to the Malphite and tilt the lane for him.
Sure.
He's higher level than the top laner.
Jeez, yeah. Highest level in the game. Reignover tied with Pobelter at level 9 right there. Javelin hits Balls, who does not have any magic to speak of. So Reignover can do some real damage here, and they're looking for it. He does have Unstoppable Force. If they pull aggro, he can knock him down. Huni nearly takes a shot. Now Adrian's up there as well, so 3v1 rush in the wings. And there's the knockup. They get a couple here, but no one had aggro. Flashes away from the Braum ulti. Really smartly done by Balls. Gets away, and now the team is coming back to re-engage. It's 4 versus 3. Jensen on the way up. Pobelter will be there first. And he's going to go for the bind. No, he's going to go for the kick. They missed the Sonic Wave, though, and Pobelter will walk away cleanly. Nice dodge on the binding. Jensen still getting away from the skill shots. Huni used teleport, but they're going to re-engage. Rush! Whoa! Nearly takes him out. One more hit will do. A ward hop, the auto attack, the red buff slow. It's going to be 2 for nothing. Well done, Cloud9. Now Reignover back into this one. Gets the assassination, and now on the Balls they go. 2 versus 2, but look at the damage these guys can deal. Headbutts WildTurtle out of the fight, and then they re-engage back on a high. Whose ulti is still ticking down. The Ren stacks are still building up, but they will not stay. WildTurtle's on the wrong side of the map. He's cut off.
They are stuck in here.
Getting chunked. He'll die to the Ren. Went in too early. Gave a kill over to Immortals.
Reignover is still here with red buff, and Sneaky has run all the way from the bottom of the map up to the top. He doesn't kill the turret down there. And I really am impressed by your breathing skills, Freak, because that was about a 1.5-minute long fight that you didn't miss a beat on. But holy crap, that was action-packed. Immortals comes out of this now, just taking stock. 4 kills on Reignover, 4 kills on WildTurtle. Good kill distribution aside from having the 0-3 Quinn. And Jensen also had some pretty critical kills in here since the team is so squishy. Rare mistake there by Rush, not queuing in the direction of his kick. That would have made this kill a lot cleaner. But at the same time, Huni wouldn't have gone in with so much confidence had that kick landed. So the burst comes out from Jensen. Huni really has been disrespectful this whole game.
I think he missed it, though.
Yeah, he did miss it.
He tried to get the W back in.
And I like what Rush did here as he immediately turns to Pobelter because Jensen can secure the kill on the Huni. And he actually holds off on a second auto attack because he's very selflessly giving the kill to Jensen. But in doing so, it gives a little bit of time for Reignover to come in on the backside and pick up 1 kill, whereas Jensen is out of mana at the end of that fight.
And now it's time for Immortals to keep the pressure on. As you said, the kills are only 1 apart, but it's 2 turrets to 0 and a 3,000 gold lead for the reigning undefeated North American LCS team right now. Immortals in first place, looking to continue that as they take down Dragon, the first of the game. Cloud9 have fought back in champion combat, but really in no other ways in this one. Immortals are building leads, not off just individual skill, but their play of the game.
A really action-packed game, that is for sure. Sneaky, we've seen the Jihn, but we haven't been super impressed by it yet. Yeah, I do have to note, Sneaky did try and come in at the end of that fight with his Jihn ultimate. It pushed Reignover back off of Jensen.
Okay. A zoning curtain call to a certain extent. Quick sweeper. Will disable Jihn traps, by the way. They are stealth traps, so sweeper does work that way against them. Same as Jack of the Box, same as Timo Mushrooms. So Reignover able to kill that one away. Captive audience doesn't do anything under sweeper. Reignover killing away some pink wards, and Immortals trying to get ward control. Jensen taking a whole bunch of damage. Nice save on the E by Pobelter. Gets the max slow possible, and then does the damage at the end.
He may have actually been stunned while the E was out as well. Jensen had him on the gravity field.
Still got the damage at the end, so it was all
definitely
all okay by the end. Mid lane pushes around. Huni is there to deal some damage right away. Meanwhile, Reignover taking jungle camps away. They know they've got enough people. Hops right back over the wall, gets back to work, and they will take this one down. 3 turrets to 0. Immortals really winning the macro game against Cloud9.
Absolutely, and a lot of that attributes back to Reignover yet again. He has been living in the jungle of Cloud9, even against Rush's best champion on Lee Sin. Nidalee can clear the jungle faster than Lee, so he's been able to get the timing to invade. And even though Cloud9 has been fighting them off desperately. Immortals is still pulling ahead really substantially. 4,500 gold, including the Rift Herald buff, which could be used to get more turrets.
It's interesting how similar it is to the Team Dignitas game where, again, in that match, Immortals versus Team Dignitas, they were very close in kills, but it wasn't the kills that was keeping the games apart. It was all the macro play, the farm, the neutral objectives, and Immortals are, again, doing that. And again, to Cloud9, who are a team that normally excel at that specific type of gameplay.
Yeah, it's something else for sure. The early kill didn't hurt for WildTurtle on the bottom lane. Of course, it allowed Reignover to get a jump on Rush early. But then Balls also solo killed Huni, so we're all talking like, where is the weakness for Immortals right here? Huni oftentimes carries, but he is the one to die. But if they can overcome him getting solo kill the lane and just not even have it phase them,
yeah,
you know, what will actually phase the team? They get double banned on the support position, still pick up first blood.
Yeah.
Very hard team. Very, very hard team to beat.
Definitely is, and look like it's going to be a tough test. Head of C9 wants to be one of those teams to do it. Bot lane getting pushed around. His turret is very low. Sneaky reloads and continues to throw bullets into that structure. Sadly, his passive will not crit turret, so you don't get that bonus out of that fourth one. But look at that. For bottom outer turret, Immortals got top lane tier 2. Again, Immortals is doing more with the same sort of calls.
Yeah, and they also get deep vision inside the jungle of Cloud9 here, whereas when Cloud9 pushed bottom, they didn't have time to get deep vision of Immortals jungle. So advantage Immortals. Yep,
5,000 gold is the lead. Reignover is inside Rush's jungle again, taking down the Wolves, looking high in the face and saying, yeah, I dare you. And high, flash, into the headbutt, into the damage, the stuns come through, and whoa, Reignover can't quite die, but the re-engage sure comes through. Rush is low, so is high. A re-engage by Balls. Adrian taking plenty of damage. The push comes through for Sneaky. Here comes the curtain call. 1 onto WildTurtle, 2 on towards him. Now towards Reignover, and he gets him from downtown. Adrian goes down. That is the first kill of that fight. There's the javelin. There's the re-engage. C9 starting to win it though. Pobelter and Huni both very low. Lands the Q. Will he go? Yes, he will. One more hit will do it. Rush gets the kill. Flashes out. And look at that. It's 3 kills to 2 in favor of Cloud9.
Even with the gold disadvantage, Cloud9 is willing to make a decisive call and go for it. It's always been what High has been willing to do as a shot caller, is try and take the game back. Do not let the other team give it to you, because they know Immortals will not do that. And oh my, the start on Reignover, you thought it was going to turn terrible when they didn't finish off Reignover, but they persisted on that fight and continued to follow through. Watching this right here, Malphite is too far away to necessarily follow this up, and they actually get the chain stun from the W on Sneaky.
Yeah, the gravity.
They don't get the stun. They maybe get the stun from the gravity field, but he backs away early. Jensen then holds his ultimate a little bit, which is good, because he waits until he can get it on the biggest group possible and waits for the Malphite ult to do so. Very good coordination there. And then the Jihn ultimate pushes Turtle back, and then he's trying to kill Reignover with it, but Braum actually, does he get thrown?
Calls out.
Call out into the ult. Oh my god.
I will protect you. It wasn't going for me.
Yeah, oh no. Uh-oh.
Not a good spot for Balls to be in a 1v2 against the Korean duo Huni and Reignover. Easy chase down. He can't get away from this one. Puts in attack speed slow. There's the kill. There's a pick up for Huni. 1 finally on the field for him. 11-10 overall kill score for Immortals. But the gold lead actually shrunk down a little bit, down to 4,000 here, as Cloud9 have picked up a little bit of farm around the map.
Yeah. And even though there is that 4,000 gold lead, the Quinn, especially in team fighting, which is what Immortals seems to be very set on doing, isn't the same as a Malphite. So if Immortals is continuing to 5v5 team fight, they don't actually have a huge edge. Both Nidalee and Quinn are poor in those things when compared to Lee Sin and Malphite. Yep. So they really need to get the side waves going and create numbers advantages in these fights. Since as we saw in that last one, even when the initiation isn't perfect, Cloud9 can still do very well. And the gold that Jensen has is incredibly dangerous for the combos. Here is Balls with the base teleport coming in hot.
Rush stunned up, getting comboed out. A lot of damage dealt to him, but they get Reignover first, and Reignover is the gold leader as far as advantages are concerned. So 1 for 0, and Rush got out as well. He kicked one, then Ward hopped away. Cloud9 in control of the mid lane now, pushing this one down. Dragon is up as well. C9 having most of their ultis available. What kill can they find here? High taking a lot of damage, pops it. Adrian gets the knockup as well, but still, this Alistar is tanky. Fate's Call keeps Adrian safe. They're re-engaged towards Jensen. They chain the CC. They take him down. They're gonna get him back though. And the Lotus Explosion doing a bit of damage, but WildTurtle is still unkilled. Sneaky running away, but vaulted on. But rushes back. Can't find the Q, but here comes Curtain Call. Pobelter has to block this. He's gonna get slowed. He finds Huni, and he gets the crit. Pobelter stopped blocking it, and he goes back in for Sneaky. But Russian balls, unstoppable. Maybe even literally. As he keeps going in, Turtle, 1 versus 3! And he takes 3 of them down.
This game is delivering in every conceivable way, Freak. We're seeing Jhin's ultimate having a large impact, hitting kills with the last tick, and then Turtle sticking around until the very end of the team fight and never backing down, knowing he had the Hurricane, getting the double kill Ren, and then Sneaky was on his 4th shot when WildTurtle hit him for the kill. It was a quarter second away from being the other way and an ace for Cloud9, but Immortals comes out barely on top. And you know what? We're going to see those fights again.
We are going to see more of those. This is going to be so much fun. I am glad this is my 3rd and final game of the day because I probably couldn't cast one after this one. The weekend's approaching, but this could be, we'll replay the fight.
Yeah, so this is after Reignover had already been killed and Rush had gone back to base because he narrowly escaped. High gets locked down pretty heavily, but specifically being able to get all the hits to stun Jensen right there before he could retaliate was huge, because that's a Viktor ultimate unused in what was a very close fight. When you consider following this one through, Pobelter, he could have actually just blocked all 4 shots, but I think he
blocks right.
He was worried. Pobelter, I think, should have also been worried about dying to Rush, but either way, just let him stand in the line. He trusted his ability to dodge, should not have trusted his ability to dodge. Pobelter doesn't get the kill with the ultimate, and then
double bind
he did get the double bind, which sets up Turtle for this, and then Sneaky, 1 more hit. The 4th might have gotten him, but it would have been real close.
Yeah.
And Turtle just strikes him a little bit sooner.
So Sneaky is going rapid fire cannon second. Jat, your League of Learning so far, very accurate.
Essence Reaver will probably be the next item. We'll see, though, with all the CC flying around in this one. Turtle, 5,000 damage. Sneaky, 4,000 damage in that fight.
Yeah.
And as we saw, that was a fight pretty much without Jensen.
Yeah,
because the Braum stun got him really early on. That's not going to happen again. Jensen has been a huge contributor in every fight but that one.
Nice root onto Huni. They follow in right away, but Sneaky's got to be careful. Down to half HP. Bind on Jensen. This is scary. 1,000 health left. Javelin hits Rush. Reignover putting out so much damage this game. And you're seeing WildTurtle rushing for a Maw of Immortals. He knows the magic damage threat of Viktor and Malphite is real.
Yeah, Turtle very fed this game. And he's going to have to carry pretty hard, I think. Just Reignover and Huni do have some gold. I mean, specifically Reignover has gold. Huni doesn't have much, but their team fighting isn't that strong compositionally, yet this fight is still all about team fights. This game is all about team.
Yeah, because there's no split push to be had. Huni can't split against balls successfully, so it has to come down to the 5-on-5s, the roams, the attempts. Rush.
Oh, the wait. They do not have vision. There's a blue trinket up for Sneaky.
There's the usage. And they spot it. Mid lane gonna get cleared away by Huni and Pobelter, and C9 can't quite get in. Even though Immortals are split, there's no call to go. There's no dive. Maybe another attempt. Adrian right in the front line. High gets rooted up. He's going to have to ult at some point. Roots come in, but of course you can just Fate's Call Braum right out. Jensen flashing away. That means Adrian is now overextended and exposed, and he gets chunked out. There's 1 kill, but Huni on the side finds Jensen. Sneaky can't chase him down all the way. Ball's ulted, but no one was going to deal the damage. WildTurtle going in, gets crit down pretty low. Sneaky's got to be careful. 1 more hit into it, and the re-engage by High to buy some time. And now the Curtain Call. Reignover getting a jump down. Rush saving the day, but can't get the kill. WildTurtle gets in, and he gets it again. Going forward, he's gonna find some more kills. A double for Pobelter, and that is the ace for Immortals.
Wow, that could be the fight that ends it for Immortals as far as the next time the Cloud9 has a chance to win one. WildTurtle with such fast chase on the backside of that fight. Sneaky was trying to channel his ultimate for another cleanup attempt, but he was zoned out of it that time. Instead of Immortals running away and letting him take 4 shots, they ran towards and stopped him from being able to take it. Very start of this fight, High was trying to make a play on a Reignover, but can't quite get there. Instead, he uses Pulverize on Adrian, which is bad news. Jensen doesn't get hit by the Fate's Call, but Huni had a very strong teamfight play here on the flank. He actually gets over the wall right as the Luxalt comes through, and Jensen is deleted again early in the team fight. At this point, it's Sneaky versus Turtle, and Turtle gets enough damage out, tanking the fourth shot from Sneaky as well, which is, again, just enough. And Reignover flashed forward into that curtain call to stop him from firing all 4 shots. That was so critical, allowing WildTurtle to then run up after Sneaky, who had no bonus move speed because he couldn't empty his clip and couldn't run away.
And even some of those kills, Rush was like 10 energy away from being able to land his E to get the kill on Reignover when he did jump in. Just really small things changing how this game was going. But now bot lane, Siege has been started. Immortals got that Baron not long ago. For those curious, the gold plus 0-0, by the way, is if someone had Runic Affinity, the 27 seconds that you would get off that, and no one has that mastery. Just want to sort of clarify what that graphic is about.
It's a new graphic this week in the LCS. Now a 10,000 gold lead, and look at that Lux poke plus Baron minions.
And he's still threatening on the backside, and yes, Cloud9 does have to run away from this one. Nice root, good damage, but the threat of the counter gauge is too high. That's normally the hit that picks are made of, but...
Yeah, I mean, the turret's just falling so quickly, unless Cloud9 is willing to make a full engage, which they can't because Sneaky got poked too low, so this is probably the inhibitor going down.
Inhibitor going down, well done to Immortals, and look at that, ballooning the gold lead, 4,800 gold up. Some of that is minions that Cloud9 can still pick up for themselves, of course, with the state of the map. But Dragon number 2 on the field for Immortals. They haven't tried to get it too often, but it's there if they want it.
I just want to point out this is a 36-kill game in 2016.
Yeah.
And these are also 2 of the best teams in the LCS.
Absolutely.
So we can expect Immortals to continue to play.
Whoa, Huni, he's jumping in a lot of people, gets kicked right in. The root's gonna land even despite the flash. Heavy over-aggression, an easy pick for C9.
Yeah, there's a reason Huni is the largest death percentage.
WildTurtle, that's pretty scary. Headbutts one out, but High's gonna run out of the ulti. He gets picked up, there's the knock-in from Balls. Can he do enough damage though? Sneaky, getting pushed around, Reignover takes him out, and yes, WildTurtle is still alive. It was all part of the plan. Immortals 3-1 in this one. Jensen forced to run, the flash to W in for Adrian, but can't land the Q. That one's gonna land though. Reignover getting some damage, exhaust cleansed away, but there's the pick off Reignover. 7, 3, and 8.
WildTurtle is actually insane, but it continues to work right there. 11 kills, he gets the mob proc when he's very low on health, and then is able to sustain through the fight with the help of Nidalee as well. Yeah, and Hysterics was finished as well. I thought it was just the Jarom's fist, but he finished both of them. That's full bait, WildTurtle right there. That's what you build on Jungle Graves because people try and burst you. He builds it on Kalista and wrecks people. 16,000 gold now, 3 inhibitors cycled.
Oof, beautiful stuff by Immortals. The kills are close, but the team fights are close, but Immortals have retained control of this game with 16 kills. Cloud9 have gotten 1 turret, 0 dragons, and 0 Rift Heralds.
Yeah, Immortals is taking some fire as they relentlessly push their front line forward, but they are taking objectives over and over again, even if Huni is consistently dying early on in fights. I can't credit Huni for that last one. That was all WildTurtle and the rest of the team flying in with the support, because Huni gets super aggressive. I mean, Braum is in base when he's trying to make this play into Rush. So Rush, like a smart person, kicks him backwards. They get the chain stun from the Jihn. High combos him down, but now the CC is actually mostly out. So Turtle goes in 1v4. Sterix procs. Maw actually doesn't proc right away. Then it would proc when he gets Malphite ultimated. And Jensen can't perfectly follow. He goes down to 80 health at the lowest. Yeah, he got healed by Nidalee or Summoning Heal at the end, but he got chunked to 80 with then shields on him from everyone else. No, he got Summoning Heal, just Nidalee. And now they go.
And they're gonna do so much damage. Knockouts come through. Balls gets deleted. High's gonna be next on the docket there. Rush kicks a nice one there. It's not bad, but there's just no one left alive to do any damage. The team's gotta run away. Cloud9 back inside their base. A stun on Pobelter. Some damage dealt, but not even Jihn can kill Immortals. It's gonna be the game right now. Only Rush and High left alive. Here comes Nexus turret number 1. It's only 30 minutes in. They made him work for it, but Cloud9 could not stand up to the juggernaut that is Immortals, who remains undefeated 10 games into the North American LCS in first place.
And